in the retirement industry, there are a couple emerging trends. The first and foremost, I see that pension investment de-risking is on the top of mind of C-suite executives and of executives. What you've had historically is a situation where you've had assets invested in a combination of equities, international equities, and fixed income products, and you've had liabilities or long-term pension obligations that behave a lot more like long-term fixed income. And so what we've seen here is we've seen over the past 20 to 30 years there's been a mismatch between the way the assets are invested and the way the liabilities perform. And that worked out well during the go-go markets of the 80s and 90s, but it hasn't performed as well during the last 10 years of financial turmoil. So with pension de-risking, what we do is we help create investment portfolios that cause the assets to behave a lot more like the liabilities. We hope to see better alignment between the asset investment policies and the way the liabilities or the long-term obligations of the pension plan perform. We hope to reduce that mismatch such that it causes less pain on behalf of a corporate entity. When I think about risk, I think about the situations we see, and I also think about the situations we don't see. And I think it's my job as a risk manager to help clients prepare for situations that we don't foresee coming, such that they're prepared regardless of the situation that may come out. So in many ways, I think it's my job to help them create unexpected scenarios and help them understand how their pension plan and their retirement assets perform under unexpected scenarios. A lot's been made of volatility lately, and I look at volatility as something that's inherently there. The issue I have with volatility is when it's hidden or smooth or out of sight. So I think volatility is something to be embraced. We need to recognize it's there, we need to study it, and we need to be prepared to act accordingly. So in some cases we see corporations moving from a traditional defined benefit arrangement more towards a defined contribution arrangement. And there's sometimes a misconception that goes with that says that once you freeze your defined benefit plan, it needs no more attention. And so I would say that a frozen defined benefit plan needs as much, if not more, attention than an open and ongoing plan. It's something you need to still actively manage. There are risks involved with it. There are economic risks. There are employee risks. There are things you still need to be looking at managing with this plan. A frozen pension plan still has market exposure. It still rides the ups and downs of the equity markets and the fixed income markets. And so it's important that we spend time together looking at how my plan is expected to perform given market volatility and how I want it to perform given market volatility. I also look at risks involved with participants. Employees or your workers, they want to know that their pension plan is safe. And sometimes workers are left with the opinion that a frozen pension plan means something's being taken away from them. And so it's important to communicate or to over-communicate with the employees about retirement planning, and where the defined benefit and defined contribution plan fit. So a lot of people think that a retirement plan is either a defined benefit plan or a defined contribution plan. But there's a growing need for sustainable pension plans where it's not an either-or situation, but we have room for a defined benefit plan to coexist with a defined contribution plan to enhance retirement income security for employees while providing the best of both worlds together.